What's up, little shy big eye peepers? It's your girl, little shy big eyes, and today I'm coming to you with a brief review of my experience renting a car with the Turo app. So first, let me tell you, this was a sweet ride. It was a Camry, red guts. It had a nice panoramic sunroof. Really a nice ride. It was a car that was well taken care of. Let me just say, when you first start to look for cars and book in the Turo app, location is everything. You have to be clear and be sure that you are aware you will pay for a pickup. So if you don't want to pay to pick up, you will go into the app and you will select whichever location is free to you. See, I didn't want to pay a whole bunch of money, so I made sure I was accurate with that. Here's a little bit of a view of the car during the evening hour. Really a nice ride. It was very clean. So let's get down to the basics. Before gaining access to the vehicle, I did have to show a picture of myself holding my ID. I also had to take pictures of the perimeter of the car and the inside of the vehicle. I then gained access. I picked up on a Monday at 8 a.m. I dropped off on a Friday at 3 p.m. The person who owned the vehicle did provide free wash, so I made sure that I filled up the tank, and I did go and I took it to the wash, and I ran it through for free. I will say this, I got 200 miles per day. The miles did roll over. I literally just rented it to go run a few errands and travel back and forth to work. It was a little unnerving. She did contact me quite often. I spent well over $650 including the gas. And like I said, she contacted me quite a bit. So that's the only thing that I didn't like in my other experiences. Once I pay for the car, I'm not dealing with the owner, asking me how the car is going and yada, yada, yada. So it was a little uncomfortable. But other than that, the experience was great. I did have to have a valid driver's license. I was able to use a regular debit card, and I did not have to have a substantial deposit on the debit card. Again, 200 miles per day, and they were rolled over. Depending on the vehicle you choose, though, will determine how many miles you get per day and how much of a deposit you have to pay. So, like I said, this was a Camry. It had all the bells and whistles, heated seats, satellite radio, panoramic sunroof. It had the tinted windows, which was really cool. The sound system was great, but I did not care for how often the owner contacted me. I will say, too, that I have looked into renting a Jaguar and a Range Rover. With those high-end vehicles, you do have to have a $750 down payment or a security deposit on your credit card, and I would suggest using a major credit card, not your debit card, because when you have discrepancies with these apps, it is difficult to retain your money or get your money back. So that's the only thing. Overall, would I suggest Turo? No, I would not. I would stick to one of the other major companies that provide rental service, like Enterprise and Hertz and Avis, mainly because of there's less contact with the owner and there are more incentives, meaning mileage and so on and so forth. Now, if you want a nice vehicle, like custom, Toyota Camrys of this magnitude are not custom with Hertz and other companies. And if you do happen to get a car like this, 9 times out of 10 it's not tinted, and you're gonna pay a lot. So that's the trade-off. It was located right at the train station, so I literally picked up at the train station and dropped it back off at the train station, so I did not have to come out of my pocket with Uber fees or worry about getting picked up once I dropped the car off. And so that was very convenient. It was a little challenging trying to find the vehicle. When I first rented it, it took me at least 20 minutes to find it. She did give precise instructions, but the parking lot was very congested, meaning full of, people who were parking and riding and getting on the train or the bus. So that was the only challenge. Again, would I do it again? Probably not. I did it for the experience, and I did it because I had a couple of things to take care of, and literally getting an Uber for everything that I had to take care of would have probably come to, well, probably not, but just the convenience of getting in a car and going, as opposed to having to wait for someone to come and get you. And hopefully they're not weirdos, because if you know, Uber and Lyft is just, some people, oh my God. Anyway, peepers, share with me if you have rented a Turo. Let me know what your experience is like. Did you have any issues with getting a refund for services that weren't rendered? Did you potentially rent a car and when you got to the location it wasn't there? How was your communication with the owner? I really want to know. I hope you guys enjoy this video. It's very short and concise, but I just felt the need to, you know how I do. When I find something that I like, I share it. When I find something that's not cool and no, I don't want you to spend your coin, I don't want you to waste your money, then I share that as well. Again, this was I'm on the fence with it. So yeah, tell me what your experience is or was with renting a car from the Turo app. I love you guys. Peace.